So there is one suggestion which I actually often see in the Wartaken official Discord server, and that's going to be buffing the Tommy gun because it is a legendary gun. And this actually really got me thinking because the Tommy gun has not yet been released. However, there is one thing which I completely overlooked in the recent update which I'd like to actually go over today. And that being is going to be the power of the Tommy gun, because once again I completely overlooked this detail. However, this weapon is technically currently available in the game, because if we move right here, the Tommy gun is actually available in the weapons tab, and if we move into the limiteds and hover into index, it is a legendary weapon. However, it's just in the game, but it's just not there, which is kind of interesting, but I guess it makes sense since it's going to be available, I believe, in 5 days or so. However, I'd like to go over its statistics today and quickly showcase them to you, because I believe you do deserve to know how good this thing is gonna be next week. And let me just say, this thing looks pretty dang trash with the stats we currently see. It's going to be having a damage of 11, a fire rate of 900, range of 3200, accuracy of 82.2, a H recoil of 11.5, and the V recoil of 15. And now I'd like to actually calculate the damage per second and the damage per minute that this gun is going to be able to do. So here, the damage per minute is going to be roughly around 9,900, and the damage per second is going to be 165. That is absolute trash compared to most other weapons in this game, because things like the Foul Heavy basically have double the damage per second compared to this thing, which is pretty insane. And if we move into the gun table in the Wartaken wiki, currently the SR3 Vickr has the highest damage per minute, the Foul is second, KS1 is third, and all of these numbers seem to be basically once again double compared to the Tommy gun. Like at the bottom of this list, we have an SA80 LSW, and I'm gonna be honest, I've never seen this thing actually used. It has so many irrelevant weapons on this list, and the Tommy gun is even worse than these irrelevant weapons. And the only things which I guess it has going for it is going to be the muzzles, which are really not going to be helping it much. The recoil, I guess, is pretty okay, but other than this, in general, this weapon looks heavily below average, and honestly kind of trash. So here are my few theories which I have for this weapon. It's either going to be having some kind of specialty against maybe some types of vehicles, I guess, even though this doesn't really make that much sense for the Tommy gun. Maybe it will be decent against slightly armored vehicles perhaps, but it still wouldn't make too much sense. Or my second guess is that maybe they haven't balanced this weapon yet and it was accidentally put in the game. However, I don't often see Wartaken developers making such vital mistakes of putting things in the game before they're released, but maybe they're just trying something new and maybe this weapon's just not balanced. But I just wanted to go through this today because I found it quite interesting. There has been a lot of people actually complaining about this. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, and let me know in the comment section down below what is your theory about the Tommy gun.